Welcome to this new video with Kamau. I know it's been a while, but I'm here to talk about temperature trends as well as our recent soakers as we've started the month of November. But please make sure you're following me over on X for updates, especially when I'm not able to upload here on YouTube. But let's get started talking about November's normal highs. Now remember, normal highs are basically how temperatures should be like this time of the year, and the normal highs that I've picked out right here are technically how it should be around this time, November 10th. But again, it will be dropping throughout the month and throughout the end of the year, like you've heard in our previous videos. Now, the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook is updated frequently, so again, follow me on X for those frequent updates regarding temperature trends. But you can see November 16th through the 20th at this time is favoring above normal temperatures, and while it won't feel so much like fall some days, at least as you can see when we're favoring above normal temperatures, remember, our normal highs will be dropping throughout the month, and you also have a benefit from the morning, those chillier mornings as well, to tell you fall and eventually winter will be around the corner. But the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook shows, yes, above normal temperatures, but the confidence is dropping a little bit as you head away from the 7 days typically. That's why the confidence does drop a little bit, but still favoring above normal temperatures, possibly through this period. Of course, for updates on those temperature trends, follow me over on X because we'll continue to update this, and the normal high will be a little bit lower by the time we get towards this period, eventually towards the end of November. You'll see once we get there. But of course, fall lovers, if you're a fan of winter as well, eventually it will come. You do have a benefit from those cooler and chillier mornings. But let's talk about our recent soakers. I mean, the beginning of November did start wet pretty quickly. You can see between November 3rd and November 5th, I know a lot of us got a lot of rainfall. And this graphic comes from our wonderful friends at the National Weather Service, because between November 3rd and the 5th, of course, remember when it was just raining nonstop, there were some areas that picked up a decent amount of rainfall. You can already see these amounts, the highest rainfall totals reported by the National Weather Service. And these, of course, are train spotters that are giving these reports out to the National Weather Service, maybe tagging them on social media. And you can see also radar estimated. You can see all the amount of rain that some areas got, close to even 10 inches in spots between November 3rd and the 5th. So we started off with above normal rainfall, technically, as we've started off with a nice bit of rain. But of course, there were some months earlier this year where we barely got any rain. So of course, we've had some wet months, and we've also had some dry months. And of course, we've started off November pretty wet. Hopefully, eventually we can get some snow in December, at least. We don't think so much about it in November, but maybe a flurry or two eventually. But of course, again, just wanted to show you this because we did start off the month pretty wet, and so that means November right now is trending with above normal rainfall. And looking at the 8 to 14 a day precip outlook, you can see how we're possibly even looking at above normal precip. And while maybe some of us don't want to hear that because the Merrimack rivers did rise a little bit before they started to crest and come back down, yes, we do look at above normal precip being a possibility. But remember, at the bottom you can see it says changes possible. We could get some changes with this, and it could also trend to below average rainfall as well. But I actually like what I'm seeing here because we do still need the rain in some spots. But of course, whether you got a soaker or not earlier this month, make sure you follow me over on Twitter or X for those updates regarding temperature trends, as well as if there's any weather that you do need to know about that could ruin your day. Of course, I'm always over on X to bring you those outdoor weather updates, of course, those frequent ones as well as necessary. But until then, make sure you're subscribed here over on YouTube so that you're always alert and updated on any videos I might post. And until then, I hope you have a great start to your week.